Yeah, I mean, if we had some of the lights on, yeah, a bit of special for that.
Yeah, and the dribbles can lighten up that.
This used to be a gym.
No, did it? No shit. That's a Macawara,
Carl, that's where the builders saw figures and they wouldn't come back.
in the gym.
Coming from this blue door into the gym.
It's lovely, it's nice. It's very interesting. If you walk around there, it's nice and warm. You go into the pump room, it's icy cold. And it happens quite regular as well. So, and I was in there yesterday, it was freezing. Whether anything's going to happen or not, I don't know, because it doesn't feel haunted.
This is brilliant because this will be such a contrast from upstairs. It's very well done, isn't it? Well, we'll just have a... Jeff, just to show Yvette's going to do a piece of camera. Jeff? See, what would be nice is to, because we can actually, if we take the full shot of that, you can almost just, an empty frame, we can have, not.
I'm starting right here.
Action!
As this place was originally built for tea dancers,
It's not surprising that at least one of its former visitors thinks it still is. She's called Beth, and her ghostly image has been seen walking around on many different occasions.
Perfect, you look brilliant, the shot was fantastic. It's a brilliant place because it's so different from everything else we've done, certainly recently. You've got this nightclub on this top floor, and underneath you've got this really brilliant mining museum. The stories are great. It's almost on this part, the nightclub bit, just about every room has some sort of story to it, which is either faces flying up at you, we've got entities wandering around, sort of seemingly lost, and it's just bizarre. Almost every door you walk through, there's another staircase going up into somewhere. And there's an old gym, and there's an old bit here, and there's bits of arcade stuff, and it's just kind of almost unfinished up here. And then you go downstairs, and you've got this superb museum, which again is haunted. So I think when the lights go off here, it's going to be very, very scary indeed. I really do, because it's one of those places where you expect to see a lot of people, and that's always eerie. When we've done stuff before, like the Underground, or we've done Caesar's nightclub, you expect it to be full of people dancing and hearing music. And when it's dark and you're on your own, or there's only a few of you, there's no one else there, that somehow is more eerie. So I think tonight this place will certainly deliver fear. Whether it delivers any ghosts or not, I don't know.
If we put a bit of trace on that.
Hang on. I've already got the trace thing on it.
Have you? I think what I'm going to need to clamp something onto here to look down, so it looks the uplight.
Too much horror movie.
Too much horror movie. What we've done is just lit the side of the corridor, and I'm going to get Yvette to stand on this, which is on the train track.
Yeah.
Have you got hold?
So she's going to hold on,
Hold on, Jeff.
and she's going to do her bits to camera as the whole thing goes forward. Yeah, a little bit faster than that.
Okay.
That's the idea.
I know. You're getting very arty.
Well, you'll see. Yeah, hopefully, the end result will be worth it.
You rolling?
Yeah.
I'm rolling. Quiet, please.
Is everyone happy?
Yes.
And action.
This is the main corridor to the nightclub, and a very scary place to be. It's not just the heavy-booted footsteps that echo through the hallway, nor the unexplained cold spots which suddenly manifest that scares people the most. It's the ghostly figures of 6 children and an adult surrounded by mist that fills many with fear.
Are you happy with
I
that,
was
John?
happy, yeah.
I'm happy.
I can see
Yep,
it. So.
brilliant. It looks great. Thanks, Jeff. That's brilliant, mate.
All right, no problem.
I came round here yesterday and I was talking to one of the dudes who run this place, and he was saying there's all kinds of things happening here. People have seen things, shapes, shadows, dark objects, and even the punters as well. There's people that have come here for a night out and they won't even come back here again. And that's the truth. So there must be something here, but then again you think it's a nightclub, it's not a place where you should be scared. This is a place where you should come and enjoy yourself, you know, not feel frightened. But we're here tonight to see if that's the case.
It's 2 locations. You've got a club and the mining museum. I've got my money on the club being the scariest one, because the museum to me just seems peaceful and quiet.
I'm in the main corridor upstairs in the pavilion, and Yvette has just done a piece to camera, and during that particular sequence some of the crew noticed that there was a shadow that appeared to go behind her at the end of the corridor. So for that reason, and also for the phenomena that's said to occur in here, which is auditory, and also the sighting of an apparition, I'm going to set up a lock-off camera about halfway down, pointed in this direction. I'm going to set up the EMF meter on constant record, logging I guess once every 30 seconds. The main reason for that is because I'm not sure if what was seen is actually on the footage, and I'm wondering if it's perhaps some sort of visual hallucination that occurred as a result of fluctuating EMF. The other thing I've got is 3 temperature data loggers, and these will be constantly recording the temperature, and I'll put them at 3 different points along the corridor, because the other thing that's said to occur here is cold spots. So I'll set them up here, and also maybe later on in the evening set up the thermal imager as well, but have it on the setting where it picks up drafts rather than any sources.
This is a spot where the caretaker, Terry, came one morning, and he looked down the corridor, just about to put the lights on. And at the end, he saw what he thought was like a misty circle, and a lady with small children, dressed in Victorian clothing, hovering about a foot off the ground. And he saw that for about 2 or 3 seconds. So that was just last year, and that really upset him, actually.
As I'm allowing myself to go back, I'm very put off by what it is now. This is very recent, is it, that it's been a nightclub?
Probably like 10, 15 years.
Yeah. But I'm getting a sense of a picture palace as well, and some social events, and possibly even at one point a skating rink. Yeah, skating, so all types of social stuff, but nothing spirit-wise, other than this boy who's very, very vocal and trying to monopolise conversation. And there's a biker, into the biker, that's past a male again.
So would the Sean have come for a night out?
He's either tied with this or his family to do a crew. And it's just like, well, I've got you now, I'm going to talk to you, whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter.
And what's he trying to say?
He just wanted to let everybody know he was okay. He's apologising for his the set of circumstances, but he wanted everybody to know it was an accident, and I feel somebody would have gone to prison in relation to his death, probably for the sale or of drugs, or providing him with drugs that were affected. I don't know about drugs, but they were altered, so it wasn't what he thought he was having.
Sorry.
What's the matter?
Well, there's these dot lights going round and round and round, but then one just came down in front of her.
Of drugs, or provided him with drugs that were affected. I don't know about drugs, but they were altered.
Contacted one spirit who overshadowed my face, didn't possess, completely different thing, just moved his face across mine to show his features. And it's very difficult, this one. Kath saw it and so did Carl, and they both saw exactly the same thing. Robert, if your hands are in mine, then put your face across my face.
I have an issue with transfiguration, and that is it frequently happens in low-level light, candlelight, or even no light at all, like we have. And the instructions for the person watching it is to focus on your face. So the person to watch David's face or watch somebody else's face. That's a very unnatural thing to do, and you can do that on your own, sitting in front of a mirror. If you watch and focus on your face constantly, and you just sit there, it's basically a visual phenomena that happens where you get like flashes of what looks like wrinkles, like drawn face. And it looks like it's an old person's face, or it looks like dimensions change, but it's a visual phenomena that psychologists and neurologists know about. So unless it's on film, it's merely subjective.
Is anybody here with us? Are there any spirits here?
There was a point where Stuart and I were in front of Kath, and Kath had a back to the hexagonal part there. We asked, we took it, there was, the only thing we could find was a tile. We threw a tile and said, you know, can you throw the tile back? If you're there, please throw it. Nothing came out. Please. It picked up something else. What was it? A dial or something? We found the dial, so she said, can you throw it back? Please throw something back.
Whoa! Fucking hell, Kath, what's wrong?
It was behind me.
What was?
Get the camera, you're right.
I've got the camera behind Kath.
Get the camera just over there.
Where? Yeah.
There. Shall I get it?
Yeah, go on. You got it?
You're right.
You're right, Kath. What was it?
I don't know. It moved behind me.
What moved?
I don't know.
It moved behind Kath, and that was the first time that bothered me, and it was around that time we realised. Scream, I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't think Scream. No. Scream.
Stream?
It wasn't a scream. No.
It was loud.
No.
It was louder. Yeah, it was like yeah.
No.
Put it up, put it up.
No.
It was a lot
No.
louder.
No, Kieran, because I know you haven't got a lot of respect for me, but I don't want to lose the respect you have. I didn't scream.
You didn't.
Or was it a shout for help, or?
No, it was. I kind of went like that.
It was like something like that.
It was at that particular point we realised that we actually couldn't get out, because I decided it would be great to actually shut the door.
What's that noise? Oh, see, there's banging.
That's me walking.
No, that's you. This is here.
put your hand on that. Is anyone underneath it?
Banging, that.
If anyone's down there, can you lift it up?
Feel it, can't feel it.
If anyone's down there, can you lift it up? Because we're stuck up here. Someone was banging on the bottom of it.
I know they were. I could feel that. That was vibrating there.
It still is.
I can feel that through my foot, through my boots.
Come on, can you lift it up? Let's take our feet off of it.
When we literally heard this bang bang from underneath the door, where the door is shut, the flap shut down. You put your hand on the top of it, and your hand was moving because you could hear someone underneath hitting the bottom of the door.
Where is the dome?
Exactly. There isn't. In fact, it doesn't exist. But that was, and literally, we all put our hands on it, and you could. I mean, you could hear it, but you could feel it vibrating as it was being hit.
Close up. Ah! Hurry up!
Ah!
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Oh, what's this foot touching my here? Oh, this is freaking me out.
Alright, man, calm down. Calm down.
I was shit scared. I'm with a capital shirt. I mean, it was... And the fact you couldn't get out made it worse.
It was a very interesting seance. We got what sounded like someone walking across. There's like a mezzanine floor, and we've just been to have a check what's actually above that room, and apparently nobody. There's been someone in the corridor all night, but nobody's been in that particular room, which is the dance floor. Nobody's been there, but we definitely heard really loud, purposeful.
Who's that? I'm just going to go and check upstairs. Not upstairs again. That's Kieran.
That wasn't Kieran. That wasn't Kieran.
Rob, if you're moving around upstairs, make a louder sound, bang on the floor.
Is there anybody up there?
Anybody here? Anybody
It's gone. It's very strong. I was aware more than anybody else of the plan of the building, having talked to Simon, the owner. So when there were footsteps, first thing to do, check up on the second level, which I did. There wasn't anybody there, but then after that, being aware it could have been somebody walking along the corridor. Now, that was the most significant thing that happened, hearing the footsteps. Just checked it with Yvette walking down the corridor, and Carl and myself and Jeff and Ian staying downstairs, and we definitely heard footsteps, and it sounded like they were coming from the upper level within the museum. It definitely sounded like, so easily that could have been what happened in the seance. The interesting thing is that when Yvette walked across, you could actually hear her going across the corridor, and then you could hear the return steps, because you could almost track it, you know, you could almost see where she was walking on the ceiling almost. In the seance, we heard a couple of steps, different places, then we heard a set of footsteps going across in one direction, but we never heard a return.
Nightclub was really, really interesting. I really enjoyed it. Had a very scary time in the Dome. A great place to come.
The two locations we've done, I've got to say, I think the nightclub for me has been fantastic. It's been a lot better than I thought it'd be, in all honesty. Next door in the museum, my personal opinion again, I don't think it was very active. I only went in there a couple of times, but there was nothing there, so I didn't bother going back in again. So for me, all the activity was happening in here.
It was quite a quiet one for me. Interesting all the same, but a quiet one. interesting two mixes and the different kind of places, you know, between the club and the museum in one venue. But I have to say, it was quite a quiet one for me. I enjoyed it nonetheless.
A lot of phenomena happened, but it's quite weird how people are now, as they're kind of packing up and leaving, thinking back and going, well, not a lot happened. So I hope that people will be quite surprised by what they see, but at the end of the day, really enjoyed the location, and I hope the viewers enjoy it too.
It's been quite quiet for a few, but I think one of the problems is because we've had a journalist with us. It's always it takes some of the energy away when you've got somebody new on board like that. And Stuart and I have not really had that, and some stuff's happened to us. But I think it's been a fairly quiet night, but
It's been good.
it's been good. I've enjoyed it.
I prefer the nightclub rather than the museum.
So do I. I think the nightclub's not hiding anything. The museum seems to be hiding what it really is. For some reason.
Exactly.
But I think it's great.
Been good. So
anyway, join us
stuff.
next week because we're going home now. Because he's tired. Look, he's tired.